You are now on with Shishi. Hi, everybody. So, today we're going to talk. This is the first show, and well, this isn't the first show that I've done. That show is actually, I kind of like put it on hiatus for a bit because like I have a whole bunch of things to do with my magazine and just, trying to make things work. But anyway, we're back, and you are now on with Shishi. So, like I said, this show is going to be like, it's going to be fun. We're going to have a whole bunch of different topics. We're going to have some fun topics. This is going to be a whole bunch of fun. The advice hour, that I can't believe this happened, our segments. So right now, I'm only doing half-hour segments, so those shows will come in. I'll probably try to throw those in. I'll probably throw one of those in the show next week until I get up on my 1 hour status, and then I could be able to cut and do all these different segments and put everything in. But today's topic is natural hair, African American natural hair, and not just natural hair. We're talking in relationships. Has it had effect on your relationship? And this I wrote an article for my blog. I'm going to give you blog information too. I want you to take a look at that. But I wrote this article for my blog, and it was actually inspired by, I'm in several hair groups on Facebook and other social media sites, and this it was this the article and this show today, this subject today was inspired by some of the things that I've seen in this group regarding relationships and natural hair. I, for one, I my hair was natural, and I applaud women for wearing their hair natural now these days because chemicals and all that other fake stuff, like we just got to step away from it. But the question at hand is not only, like I said, I condone natural hair. I love natural hair. I'm embracing my natural hair. The question, though, that I'm posing is, should you talk to your spouse before you do the big chops? Your spouse or your significant other or whoever else. Now, I'm seeing a lot of responses on Facebook. Like I said, I'm going to say whatever I feel like it. So if anybody doesn't like it, too bad for you. But I'm going to state my opinion, and I'm going to state my theory on it. And like I keep stressing with this show is here for different perspectives and different logics because everyone has a different perspective on things and a different logic. My answer to the question is, and I'm going to address this again. When I get everyone on and everyone on the same page, we're going to address this again. And we're going to let people call in and voice their opinions or email me. You can even email me at shishikouture@gmail.com. We're going to talk about the email and all that other stuff. Contacting me. But the question is, should you have to consult with or have a conversation with your significant other if you plan to do the big chop? I say yes, and this is why. Some are not going to agree with me. I don't care. It's just how I feel. Now, me for one, my big chop and the way I did my big chop had nothing to do with anybody, any relationship, whatever. I want it to be natural for me. That's number one. And not saying you ladies are going natural for anybody but yourself, but it's the way you go about it. Now, me, I'm not the low cuts, the low big chops. I'm not feeling them at all. I don't think there's anything sexy about it. Some women rock it. Some women really rock it and it looks sexy on them and it looks just nice. And some of them, it's just not working. It's just, I just, I don't know. Something about a little fro with a little band around it that just doesn't do it for me. So I wasn't comfortable with how my hair looked like that. So I transitioned for a while for where to the point where I could still be able to do something with my hair if I wanted to. So what I did was I transitioned for months. Did my big chop, which wasn't, it was a big chop, but it wasn't like a low afro or anything like that. So I will crochet. I will all kind of things, except the wigs, because the wigs got the little combs on the side and it takes out the back of your hair and the side. So I did crochet for pretty much most of the time I grew my hair out. Now my hair is long And, it's to the point where I feel comfortable wearing it out, wearing it in different hairstyles. But to each his own. But like I said, it had nothing to do with any relationship or person I'm with. Because if I was with someone, like I said, I think you should have I think there should be a conversation. People, I saw a lot of advice on Facebook, a lot of bad advice to women. That's your head. You can do whatever you want to do. He should love you for you. You should love him. He should love you for you. And that's just hair. And hair don't make people. And that is the truth. That is absolutely 100% the truth. But take into consideration that you met this person a certain type of way. Now, you may met your spouse with long natural hair. You may have met your spouse or your significant other with a long weave, a short hairdo, a perm do. Either way, if you big chopped or you did anything drastic like that after you met this person, that means they didn't meet you like that. And I'm not saying that hair is everything, hair is this, whatever. But what I am saying is this: if I met you with a long weave, I'm just used to you with this weave. I'm used to seeing your hair weave long, this whatever. All of a sudden, and I'm a person who likes hair. I'm a guy who likes hair. I'm a guy who just likes hair, like fake, real. I just like the way hair looks. And men are very visual, and they look at things, and I've heard this from a lot of men, so I'm not just making this up, or I'm not just saying it from a woman's point of view, because that's one thing I hate when women do. I hate when women, if like one of the groups I'm in, they'll specifically ask for men, how come this or how come this, and you'll have a whole bunch of women answer, and I'm thinking, you guys are men, because if no matter what we say, no matter what we do, we will never be able to give an answer to a question that's meant for a man. Just like a man can't give a question. If I was to go ask a man, how many days of the week is a period, he may know because of other women, but he has never experienced that. So if a woman has never told him this, he has no clue. He's clueless. So basically, that's how I feel about women answering questions. When you ask men questions that only a man can relate to and only a man can tell you. And so you get women on here, oh, just just out of pocket and out of control. Now it made me forget, and now I'm all riled up. And that what the topic at hand was. The topic at hand was basically the natural hair thing going on in relationships, and so like I said, men are very visual. So he's used to seeing you with this weave and straight hair or weaves, and out of nowhere you decide you have an epiphany. He has no idea about this, and you decide I'm gonna go out tomorrow and I'm gonna surprise him with my new small head, bald head, or my new TWA. I'm gonna shave it all off. So you go to the barber and you tell him take it all off. Even the barber's looking at you sideways. You just don't see it because he's a guy, most likely. And you get your hair cut off. It's called you come home, surprise. Then you're mad because your significant other hates it. He's looking at you sideways. You don't understand. He should love me for me. Well, like I said, as a woman, there's nothing sexy about the small head, bald head. And unless your significant other likes short hair and likes it low, you should have a conversation, because I think it's very unfair for you to just show up one day with your head bald, and then you have people on Facebook egging you on, talking about oh, do what you want. It's your head. He should love you for you. Yeah, he love you for you, but now it's no longer appealing. It's no longer sexy. I'm not saying he's gonna leave you, but the eyes are gonna look other places. Why? Because you're not appealing anymore. Which was once appealing is not appealing no more. And all I'm saying is be considerate of the situation. And sometimes women, you need to put the shoe on the other foot. We're so selfish and we never think about the shoe being on the other foot. It's always me, 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 me. We shave off all our hair, gain 50 pounds, then still complain, he should love me for me. Where's the same men are simple? Men keep it very simple. They try to look their best, keep a simple haircut. Now when I say put your put the shoe on the other foot, sit there one day and just imagine this scenario. Your man, he's bald. You love his bald head. It's very sexy. When you see him, you melt. He got the bald head. He got the little facial hair, nicely built. He come in looking all sexy all the time. That's the bald head. You love the bald head. You used to that bald head. You've been seeing that bald head ever since you met him, and that's what kind of attracted to you. It's like, oh, look at that. He got that sexy bald head and the facial hair, whatever his hairdo was. Well, he got a sexy fade, and you was loving it. One day you just chilling at home. He shows up. He has a lace front flat top. He didn't say nothing to you. He just walked in the house with his lace front flat top. And you may laugh and think this is a joke and think it's funny. I'm only being half funny with this one, and I'm dead serious. He walks into the house. He has his lace front flat top on. Tells you, it's my new hairdo. This is me. Now, y'all all say, oh, well, I'm going to love him for him until you're in that situation. Until you're in the situation where you have to watch your man take off his glued on lace front flat top, put that bad boy on a wig stand, and then come to bed. Or also, you have to endure the nights where he doesn't have any time to glue it in the morning. He's going to come to bed with that lace front flat top on his head with a cap on and a bonnet. You think that's sexy? You really think that's sexy? You're gonna watch him glue and style that lace front flat top in the morning before going to work. Doesn't sound too sexy, does it? Doesn't sound sexy at all. On top of that, he's in the mirror gluing it and shaping it. You no longer see what you no longer see what it's no longer sexy to you anymore. You're looking at him sideways. You're gonna get to the point of disgust. Now, I'm not saying people are gonna fall out of love, but that's gonna make you leave somebody for someone. But an attraction is what it is. An attraction keeps things going strong. So if you're looking at somebody on a regular basis and they're keeping it sexy and it's attractive, it's going to be more exciting and just, look at that person. That's my baby right there. But if I'm looking at you like, ew, look at him over there. Ugh, I hate that flat top. Every day he's rocking this fake flat top on top of his damn head. Ugh, disgusting. But you out and about with your friends, you see another sexy bald head or sexy fade. Not saying you're gonna leave a man for that, but you're gonna be looking at that because that's what is you're attracted to, and that's what you're used to seeing. And people don't really think that far. They don't really use the brain to think far enough to look at certain things, to analyze certain things. Be more analytical and be more aware of what's going around you, and stop thinking me. I'm trying to break it down to not as to offend anybody, but to still get my point across. Y'all posting these pictures of your head bald and shaved. Look at me, the new me. I feel so liberated. Look at me. My man hates it, but so what? So what? Like I said, put yourself in the lace front flat top scenario and see if you still think so what. I seen this case the other day on um oh it was an article I was reading actually, and it bugged me out. It didn't bug me out because I know that these things happen. I know about the laws of attraction and people being attractive and all these other things. And what was interesting to me was normally we say, well, the guy would say, well, this person let themselves go, or she, the blah, blah, blah. And I, I just wasn't excited. I fell out of love, this and this and that. This and that, we had a woman do that. Like her husband had gained all this weight. He, like, he just gained weight. He just wasn't sexy to her no more. She started having an affair. And, like, she was gonna leave. She was thinking about leaving. She didn't know if she should leave her husband to go be with this guy. That was just the everything that appealing to her, and her husband wasn't appealing to her. So I said, well, normally it's the guy who does it, but when a woman does it, it's like you see the shoe on the other, you see the shoe on the other foot, on someone else's foot, and you see it from her perspective. So all I'm saying is stop being selfish and take into perspective when you're in a relationship or partnership, not or, because it's a relationship slash partnership. When you're in a relationship slash partnership, your significant other should be included in these type of decisions. And this is why, because same thing with the guy with the lace front. If you would have had a conversation with him and said, well, baby, I don't know about no lace front. I don't think that's sexy. I don't find the lace front sexy. I don't think she has a lace front, blah, 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 blah. You had a conversation about it. So even if he still decides to get that lace front, it is not just thrown upon you in a way that says, look, this is the lace front and I'm rocking it and I don't care what you think. We had a conversation, you know about it. I still want to get it. You're going to support me because you know this is what I want. Same thing on the woman end. You can't come home with a bald head and expect to get support and be mad when your significant other doesn't like it. Or you can just post on Facebook, he hates it, but so what? It's my head. He has to look at that head. You have to look at that head. And I'm glad and proud that you're able to liberate yourself and decide that you want to wear your natural hair. Nothing wrong with that. You are now on with Shishi. Hi, everybody.